Hello guys, my name is Nagul Meera. So I'm a AI aspirant and I'm working on AI application development. As part of my learning, I would like to share knowledge what I learned, and then I'm going to explore more on AI related topics. So as part of my learning, I would like to share what I learned and then what I'm going to learn. So as part of my learning, so I come across one of the very interesting topic called Claude Code Sub-Agent. So last previous tutorials I have given like a very in-depth knowledge on hands-on workshop on how to utilize this AI coding agents to create applications uh, like within a short term, and then how we can accelerate our productivity. So AI coding agents are tremendous job it is performing. So it is able to create applications and then writing the code and then troubleshooting and then starting the application, and it will analyze the existing code, and it will add features or debugging the existing applications, right? So that's a part we already gone through the earlier two videos, hands-on workshop. So as part of this process, I have seen like a very interesting topic called Claude Code Sub-Agents. So Claude Code Sub-Agent is nothing but it's kind of a AI assistant as part of the Claude Code. So it will execute the independent workflows by utilizing the existing Claude Code tools, or we can also customize to use our tools. So these are like a we can say like independent workflows. So it can like a task oriented workflows or specialized kind of a task it will execute. So what basically Cloud Code can delegate the specific task or custom task to this sub agent. So this is a very powerful concept if you want to execute your organization specific workflows, or if you want to deal with the organization specific tasks or anything, which will be really useful for creating to execute specific task in stuff like a cloud code is or cloud code agent deal with the task. Instead of cloud code agent is deal with the things, we can use this sub agents to the cloud code agent will delegate the work to the sub agent. So sub agent will be independently execute and then perform the what are the goals, right? So to create a sub agent is like a very easy process, and then I'll explain you further process. So now if you look at what kind of a sub agents do, right? It's a kind of a custom system prompt and specific tools which can use specific tools like bash, read, write, mcp tools, and separate context. It's like independent context, like you don't need to mix with any other context. And then specialized role, like if you want to have a security in is very important, then we can create specific sub agents to deal with the security, right? So these are the like kind of a features we can achieve through the sub agents. And then you can look at like when to use and advantage, right? If you have any repetitive specialized task, we can create a sub agent. And then if you have a multi-step workflow, you can create a sub agent. And then these are like it's a kind of a useful things like wherever we can utilize the sub agent. So key advantage like a superior performance, like instead of cloud agent working on different things, like it can be working as it can independent workflows, right? It will be very faster. And then clean context, as I said, like you can create a special independent prompt within the sub agent, then it will only focus on that specific prompt and things, right? And then reusable means like you can create a sub agent and you can use it, you run it for a number of times for this repeated task. And then efficiency, that's true, because instead of cloud code agent works on the things, this will be created as a separate process or separate thread in only working on specific task, right? Definitely the efficiency is improved. And then security, like we can, for example, any agents or anything, it will work broader security rules, right? If you want to run it in your organization, you have a specific permission or specific guidelines, security guidelines you have to meet. So in that case, like you can create some sub agent, then whenever you are executing any prompt or anything, any of organization users or developer, it always go through the security agent. So as part of security agent, we define the controls, right? So that will keep executing. So that's the one advantage. It's very important. This is a very important aspect in any of the organization. Scalable, like yes, we can create a multiple agents, small agents, and then you can build as like a multi-agent workflow, such a way like you can parallelly run so many things. So that's like, these are the like a key advantage. So there are two types of sub agents we can see in as part of this one like a project sub agent means we'll have a project, if you are working on some current working directory with the Claude Code CLI, then we have a .claude kind of a folder. Inside it we have a agents folder. That's where we keep that agent sub agents, or these agents will be only executed as part of the that directory, or when you start using Claude from that specific directory in the project directory, then it kind of agents will be executed. And then user sub agents, nothing but it's like, overall to the per user kind of a agent. It will work for all projects and everything within the same, if you are installing your desktop, or if you are installing some virtual mission, so entire mission, that instance will use these agents. So, and you look at the priority wise, highest priority is the local agents, means like project specific agents. If the agents are not available, then it go for the user specific agents, right? These are the types of agents we can define. When to use, or what type of agent when to use it, it's very simple. If anything project specific one, we can use the project specific related sub agents. If you want to general agent for all purposes, then we can use the sub agents for user specific sub agents. So these are the like a types of agents. So while coming to the creating a sub agents, it's a very simple. Just what we need to do, right? We need to go to the Claude workspace or Claude working directory. In that we have to create a .claude. Inside a .claude we have to create a agents. So if you look at this is what the path we have to create, .claude and then agents. As part of the agent, so you guys can have a doubt like what is a kind of a programming language, or what should I use. So it really don't need any programming language or anything for creating a sub agent. A sub agent nothing but it's a simple prompt, or a kind of a instructions or anything. It's like a simple text formatted instruction. You can create as a MD file, and then you can define. But only thing you need to maintain, like we need to maintain the three parameters, or four parameters, like a name, description, tools, and the model. So these are tools and models are really not important. It's are optional parameters. If you are not mentioning any tools, basically what it does, like it will take it will inherit the all the tools from the parent Claude Code agent. If you mention a specific list of tools, then it will use. So you can go to the Claude documentation, and then you can check what are the tools available in Claude agent. If you want to build a specific tool, probably like at this time I'm not sure, but definitely like you can use like a MCP kind of approach to build your own tool, and then you can invite, or you can create a simple Python library, and then you can invoke that specific tool as part of the tools. So that's tools attribute. The model attribute is optional. Whatever the parent agent is using, that inherited. If you are not mentioning, if you want a specific agent to execute, then it will choose the specific AA model to execute it. So this is a very simple MD file. So here today I'm going to take one of the example, like a stock analyzer.md file. So let's see, like how from using the sub agent, how do we analyze any of the stock, right? So after that, once we created a MD file in specific directory, then what we have to do, right? We have to go to that working directory, and then just type the agents. Automatically what are the agents available in that particular agents folder, it should display. If not, then that's the problem. But if it is it must be displayed if it is there. So once we have done this one, it's a simple like open the Claude CLI and then ask like hey, I need to have a detailed analysis on Tesla stock using my stock analyzer. Give the name, specific name, so that it will easy to recognize that particular sub agent. So this is pretty much like theoretical understanding about the sub agent. So basically nothing but if you look at like it's a kind of a sub agent is like a kind of a Claude Code personalities. So it will execute like a like a specific task. For example, if you take like a software engineering is a kind of a agent or family, in that we have like a kind of a security engineer, AI engineer, or like a Java developer or Python developer, right? These are like you can call it as a sub agents, right? Instead of like a software engineering working on all tasks, you can delegate the specific task oriented things, right? If I want to develop a Java code, I'll assign my task to Java developer. If I want to do the anything with the security, then I'll use a security engineering or cyber security engineer, right? So for example, if you want to do anything with the database, I'll use the database related engineer or database administrator. So these are like a sub agents. So overall, like all belongs to the software engineering family. So now that is nothing but Claude Code agent. So that's what the meaning of the sub agents. Hope you guys understood theoretically. So now let's go to how to create this agent and how do we experience this beauty of this particular sub agents, right? Now I'm taking the example, as I said, like most of the times I'm taking the stocks related things because that's where we can have a lot of data, a lot of open source tools can read the data, and then it can easy to get the things done, right? That's why like I'm choosing the stocks as a any use cases. Now let's take the like a stocks analyzer as a sub agent. As part of that one, I want to analyze the stocks with some kind of technical parameters or some kind of a financial parameters or some kind of a sentimental related things like a news. So let's get the what are the requirements, right? So I already created a list of things like what needs to done as part of my agent, right? So you don't need to really worried about the format or anything. Just let's have a high level key things what your sub agent wants to do, right? You can create some simple kind of a text. So as part of that one, you just provide like a sub agent name and then description, and then we utilize the AI tools like a Claude desktop or anything like AI powered tools. You can generate the proper Claude Code Sub-Agent. You don't need to really work on or anything to do with the creating the sub-agent. Rather, you just have your high-level requirement. And then here, if you look at here, I'm asking like a Claude desktop to, hey, I wanted to create a Claude Code Sub-Agent with following details, and then follow the documentation what the Claude Code provided, and then create a sub agent, right? So the moment I gave these requirements to the these are the requirements to the Claude Code desktop, finally it will generated the format what really Claude Code Sub Agent have it, right? For example, name, description, tools, and what is the model it is using, right? So this is nothing but sub agent. All we need to is just copy, or you need to download as a save it as a MD file, right? So that's how we can create the sub agent. Now what I'm doing, right? So this is my Claude Code working directory. So I'm going to session 3 today, and then I already created a .claude kind of a folder. Inside it I have a agents folder. So that's it, like we created this one under the project. So what I'm doing now, so I'm just opening my terminal, and then I'm going to that directory, session 3 directory, because session 3 directory is my project workspace. So I'm going here, and then I already installed the Claude CLI, so I just type the Claude here. So now it's under session 3 directory. Now let's look at, is there any agents are available. So here it is saying like no agents are available. So when you click on create agent, it will ask you for name and then description. From command from the CLI also you can create agents, but right now like what it does, right, it simply create a .claude folder and then agent folder inside your project directory. But we already have it, right? I don't want recreate or anything. I just escape this one, so I came out of from the terminal. So now what I'm doing, right, I already have a MD file, stock analysis MD file, or as I shown earlier, you can copy this one as MD file. So now I already have, I'm not doing the same. So what I'm doing, right, so I'm just taking this analyzer MD file, stock analyzer, I'm going to agents and keep it as part of the I place it as part of the agents folder. So now let's check, like if I print the agents, right, it should display the agents, what agents as part of my folder. So it's still not recognized for no worries. So I'm just escaping and then I'm opening the new window. So just do it again. So cd to that directory, session 3 directory, and then Claude. I'm in the session 3 directory. Now let's display agents, what the agent I have. So look at here, like there is a stock analyzer agent is there, right? So now I'm come out of from that one. Okay, I wanted to analyze the, for example, Google stock. So the moment I explicitly mentioned like stock analyzer, because it's easy to identify sub-agent. Even if you're not mentioning, it should automatically detect, but to give the clear instruction, I'm asking to use my stock analyzer to do the analysis. So I wanted to analyze the Google stock using stock on sub-agent, and I am entering it. So I will analyze the Google stock for you using this stock analyzer agent. Now let's see what will happen. So if you look at this specific what is there inside the analyzer, right? So I'm going to MD file and let's do the details, right? What is there, right? So as part of that one, I'm clearly mentioning like what are the technical parameters I have to use, and what is the sentimental analysis I have to do, like a technical analysis like SMAs and then RSI and then MACD, and then financial analysis like a P by E ratio and the revenue, those things. And then I ask like a exit and entry points. And then finally important thing is like I wanted to display as a what kind of output you wanted to display, right? I asked that generate a report in HTML format, because in the CLI you can't see everything as a very good looking, right? So that's why like I was asking sub-agent to create a HTML report with some kind of a format. So for that it is creating some program, and then internally it will execute that program and will generate the HTML file. Now let's go back to the CLI and then let's see like what exactly it is doing. So right now what it does, right, basically it go and fetch the historical stock data from the Yahoo Finance, and then it will apply the different multi time frames like a day and kind of weekly time frames, and then it probably like based on the description what we provided, it should basically provided the support and resistance levels, and then it will also do the sentimental analysis like a news and all. It also get the technical analysis like SMA, RSI, what are the technical indicators we mentioned, and the financial parameters analysis, right? All this will goes to AI, and then finally it will generate like a comprehensive report with the some specific human understandable parameters like what is a buy entry, what is exit entry, and then how many days we need to keep this specific stock to get the this kind of a profitable those details, it will be available as part of the analysis. So earlier, if you look at the earlier use cases, we have developed the entire application. So if you look at asking, it is trying to create some Python program to generate that report. That's why it is asking for my permissions to execute some command. Or if you look at here, it is doing like a Google Analyzer Python, because I try to create some kind of HTML file. So now what will happen, right? In general, like if you look at my previous videos, we are creating applications end to end using the Claude Code that have separate independent application that have a separate UI and all. But if you look at here, I'm not developing any application here. I'm completely utilizing the Claude Code agent itself, and then I'm creating whatever I wanted, right? So it's just like a simple ask, like hey, can you analyze the Google stock, or can you analyze the Apple stock, or can you analyze the Tesla stock, right? These are all like, rather you open an application in the browser and then enter the details, nothing. It's just like a single chart window or agent CLI, and then asking, and then it's done like your HTML report, whatever the report you wanted. If you want to like Excel, you can get it as Excel, CVS format, or PDF, or HTML format, any format, right? All you need to write, a proper prompt with the proper details, right? That's what the here we mentioned. But this is also, we haven't written completely. We just taking the help of the again the AI, means nothing but Claude desktop, and then I write it in my own key instruction what I have to perform as part of sub-agent. Then finally it will create it as a sub-agent formatted MD file. All I did, like I just put it in my agents folder, and then done, like the agent is executing now. So I'm also excited now, like what kind of output it is going to generate. So in the real time, if you talk about any enterprise level or organization specific, so what we can write. So if you want to like upgrade some code, right? For example, one version to other version, right? In a Java or Python, or any of the UI like Angular or React, right? We can create a sub agent. So as part of the sub agent, you can define your what needs to do as part of the upgrade instructions. Then entire your organization will use this sub agent to upgrade your application. Similarly, like if you want to fix some kind of security vulnerabilities as part of your code, you can create a security vulnerability related sub agent, and then execute that sub agent. It will create showcase you like a, or identify like what kind of vulnerables as part of your code. Similarly, like if you want to execute specific workflow, or if you want to retrieve the specific data from some the database related to your internal organization, we can write some SQL query, and then it will connect to that database and then get the data, and then it will generate some charts or anything. So these are the like task specific sub agent and specific to your organization. So that's the beauty of this sub agent. So it's nothing but completely customize your workflows as part of your completely customize your organization specific workflows as part of your sub agent. So that's what I can see. This is a very powerful concept. That's what like I would like to share today with this video. I hope you guys understand the essence of this specific one. Now if you look at here, it will provide you like key details of recommendation, buy point, and current price, and then technical price level, all major SMAs, fundamentals, and then entry point, right? So now I let's go to the HTML file what it is generated. So now open in browser. So done, like like Google Alphabet INC, and then what is the 244 current price, analysis date, today's date, and then buy AI trade score is 70, and then success probability is 70%, and then trade plan entry price 87, target 197, target 206, and then stop loss at 82, risk level is high, and then position side, and then time horizon 1 to 3 months, and then confidence is medium, and then technical analysis is this one, MACD indicator, and then charts, and then current price is 244, and then SMA 13 248, SMA 20 is 242, SMA 200 is 185, MACD is 9.77, RSI right now is 56, support level 82, 84, 87, resistance levels are this one. I know like you may see like right now Google price is 244 or something, why it comes to support level, right? These are all like working on based on the historical data, and then what are the parameters we have used, right? Some if you want to very detailed validation and all, we have to go back and see why it is giving 87 as the entry point. So that's a different story. That's not a key point right now at this time. For me, like all I'm trying to say, like how we can utilize the sub agent to achieve or execute some kind of a execute some specific workflows. That is what my main intention as part of this uh, video. So see, like I mean, it's a very beautiful report, and then it is giving all final detailed reasoning like technical signals, fundamental strength, market sentiment, and then risk factors. I literally, like I really enjoyed this experience. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and then just go through it, my previous videos, and then experience what I experienced already. Thank you.